So it's around about that time, Thursday, 6:15, coming towards the end of the week. It's been half term for those of you who know the difference. My kids have been enjoying not having to be homeschooled. We're quite strict with all of that stuff. I'd like you to leave whatever you've been encountering this week outside of your mats. If your mat is outside, excellent, and I can see some of them are. But allow yourself to transition away from your week. All that activity in your head, all the mind stuff, the chitta vritti, let it subside. And let the subtlety of your awareness, and I'm not talking about your thinking mind, I'm talking about your deeper conscious self, heavy stuff this, allow your awareness to begin to move inside your physical body, into what's real, into what's right here, right now, and that is you on your mat. We're going to use some breathing, as always, to move us a little deeper into the present moment. It's a very good way of letting go. Some of us adjusting cameras and seating positions. And if you're comfortable, I'd like you to settle your hips even deeper into the ground and feel a connection. It's almost like the force of gravity can reach up through your mat and physically touch you, because of course it is anyway. All you're doing is shifting your awareness into that which is, really is, not just what's in your head. And we'll take 4 counts of Ujjayi breath together. Now you'll know that the Ujjayi breath allows you to focus on the glottis muscle in your throat. You constrict this muscle, which just constricts the amount of air that goes through your windpipes. And the benefit of this is you're literally, it's like putting a weight on the end of arm. You're strengthening your thoracic and lung capacity. So remember to make that whisper sound in your throat. Gently seal your lips so you're only breathing through your nostrils, so consciously. And gently inhale with me for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, whisper sound. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Twice more. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in your own natural cadence, but maintain the depth of your breath. It's almost like you're breathing all the way down through the top of your lungs, down into the middle of your lungs, the base of your lungs, and even into your belly, if that makes you feel fuller in your breath. These are long, gentle breaths, not hard, deep breaths, long, gentle breaths. A natural cadence that inhales life and exhales at the very natural rate. Dis-ease, tension out of your body. Good. Gently place your right hand on your heart, your ribs are still, and place your left hand on your belly. Your belly is moving with your breath, and we'll set our intention together for the practice. May this practice heal and strengthen your body and your mind. May this practice heal and strengthen your body and your mind. Good. Let's start by coming into the 3 planes of movement. So the human spine can either bend forwards and backwards, it can flex left and right, or it can rotate around its neutral axis. And we'll start by coming into cat and cow. So I'd like you to come to a tabletop position with your hands directly underneath your shoulders and your knees hip distance apart. And then use your breath. As you inhale, lower your belly towards the ground and lift your chin towards the heavens. As you exhale, reverse. Now, I might be talking as I do this, so my breath isn't fully synchronized, but I want you to watch the cadence of your own breath and use the whole of the inhale to move into cow. And then use the whole of your exhale to press into cat. Inhaling cow lowers the belly and lifts the chin. Exhaling, cat arches the spine to empty the lungs. Good, so you're moving backwards and forwards through the sagittal plane and waking up through your spine, maybe getting a little bit of cellular juices to move through the spinal joints, discs. Good. One more in your own cadence. Maybe you're even closing your eyes so you can stay fully present in your breath. And then come back to your all fours position and set up your gate pose. So step your right foot out to the right. And just bend up your left knee and stand onto it. Place your right hand on your right thigh. And we're coming to the frontal plane. So it's a sideways stretch. Inhale to lift your left arm up and over your left shoulder and get a really nice stretch through the left side of your body. Breathe into your left lung and see if you can just stretch, open any fascial adhesions, any stickiness in the body. One more big breath in, and then we'll warm up through the ankle and wrist joints by floating the left hand onto the floor and lifting the right leg. So gentle activation through your oblique muscles and the right hand towards the sky, and rotate through the right wrist, rotate through the right ankle, and twist them around 2, 3, 4 times in each direction, whilst keeping your breath in that beautiful Ujjayi cadence. And draw your belly in as well a little for me. Uddiyana Bandha. Good. Then float your right foot onto the floor and walk your left hand out in front of your left knee. Get ready for the third plane of movement. Inhale your right hand as high as you can to the sky as you push down through your left. And then exhale, dive your right arm all the way through until you soften your right shoulder onto the ground and feel that really nice twist around your neutral spine. Maybe you lift your left shoulder a little, maybe you soften it if that's too deep. And feel the stretch moving through the inner right thigh. Your breath lengthens your torso and massages the internal organs. And gravity draws you deeper into the posture. One more long breath comes in through your own time. And as you exhale, you feel your lungs empty, so you can push your left hand into the floor and inhale that right hand straight back up towards the sky. Good, and we'll set up for the other side. So draw your right knee in, a bit like a Russian dancer, and step your left foot out. Left hand can rest onto the left thigh, but try and make sure your torso is completely vertical, sorry. So you're not leaning forward in the sagittal plane. Just standing true and proud. And then inhale your right hand up and over. As you compress into your descending colon on the left side of your hip, you'll lift your right elbow a little higher above your right shoulder, as much as you can comfortably afford to open up through the right rib cage. And then breathe into your right lung so you can press out through the inside of those ribs and lengthen through the intercostal muscles. Nice. One more big breath in as you lift the right elbow a little higher. Good. And then exhale to float your right hand onto the floor and lift your left leg off the ground and activate through the left obliques as you lift your left hand towards the sky and just rotate around those joints. The wrist, the ankle, 2 or 3 times in each direction, just to mobilize it, loosen it, a little fluidity down there. And then step your left foot back onto the floor and walk your right hand out in front of your right knee and press your left fingertips even closer to the sky or ceiling above as you fill your lungs as much as you can through your nose. And then exhale to dive your left arm all the way around underneath the right rib cage until your left shoulder, cheek, or whatever is comfortable rests onto the floor. I'm not entirely sure that you can see these demonstrations. I think I may have got some of the camera angles not quite right, so I'm just going to readjust a little. Maybe I'm back in shot now. Hopefully I wasn't before. So good. Inhale that hand straight back up to the sky. Reach it up tall. Nice. And then come back to the all fours position. And from all fours position, we're going to warm up through the core. Sit onto your bum. We're going to come into a reverse tabletop. That's exactly what it sounds like. It's like tabletop, but the other way up. So if you sit onto your bum first, And push your palms. You'll see me do this with my fists because I have to modify after my wrist surgery. But push your palms into the floor behind your hips. And then inhale to lift your hips up. So your reverse tabletop, belly is up this time. Draw your belly in. Good. Take a breath in here. Your knees are at 90 degrees. Super strong through your shoulder joints. So push your shoulders up. Good. Exhale to straighten your legs, but keep your bum off the floor and reach the crown of your head forward. Nice. Inhale, reverse tabletop. Belly is on. Exhale all the way through to straighten the legs, keep the bum off the floor, core is on. Good. Twice more. Inhale, lift the hips, reverse tabletop, draw the belly in. Exhale, straighten through the legs. Keep the bum off the floor. Good. Last time. Inhale, the hips nice and high. Strong through the shoulders. Lift the hips. Exhale, straighten the legs. Keep the bum off the floor. Reach the head forward. Good. From here, sit down onto the ground and we'll come into boat pose. So just bend your knees through 90 degrees. I should really be watching you so I can encourage you, but I'm hoping you're doing the right thing back there. Awesome. From here, lift one leg, then the other leg. Now, if you wish to, you can hold on to the back of your thighs. This will greatly reduce the intensity. Have a little check there's nothing behind you. Otherwise, maybe you can with me and take your hands off your thighs and make out like you're holding a really long, flat tray on your shins and your palms. Good. Then draw your shoulder blades together and draw your belly button in. Take a full breath. And as you exhale, come to low boat. So almost straighten up the body, but keep your shoulders and your heels off the floor. I'm not watching this time, but I might do next time or the time after that. Good. Inhale, come back up to your high boat and lift your chest up. Draw your shoulder blades together. Nice. Exhale down to low boat. Keep it all off the floor. So hips are touching the floor, but heels are off the floor, shoulders are off the floor. Breath in. Exhale, high boat. Twice more. Exhale all the way down towards the ground. This is when I realize I don't have the right camera angles. Good work, Wyndham. Keep the heels off the floor, exiting quite quickly there, Julia and Kirsty. I can see you now. Good. Come on up, high boat. Belly is in. Lift your chest up and draw your shoulder blades together. It's like trying to press your shoulder blades in behind the back of your heart space. Fully engage. Good. Take a breath in here. Last time. Exhale down to your low boat. So you almost straighten through your knees and your hips, but not quite. Heels are off the floor. The shoulders are off the floor. The belly is on strong. Take a long breath in and stay for the whole exhale. Beautiful work, Louisa. Nice. And then inhale, come on up to your high boat. If you've got it in you, I'm watching, straighten through your legs. So only straighten the knee joints. Good. Then cross your knees, roll over your knees, and come into a downward facing dog at the top of your mat. Yeah. And press your palms into the earth. Feel the connection between the earth and the palms. And then press your bum up towards the sky. Downward facing dog has this energy lifting through the base of your spine. Gravity can draw you into the earth through your palms. And I want you to actively widen through your palms. Hasta Bandha. So you're putting all this weight through your wrist joints, broaden your palms, and press your first and second knuckles deeper into the mat. And with this, externally rotate your shoulders. That means you draw your triceps in towards the midline by about 5%. Soften your neck and let the head hang low, but press your bum a little higher. Wait for your inhale like a wave of energy from the ocean, and when it comes, use it to lift your heels away from the ground. So you're lifting the hips even high up towards the sky, and as you exhale, soften your hips towards the ground. Good. So we're going to find high plank just to make sure that our downward facing dog is in the right position. By the way, when we move from down dog to high plank, the hands and feet shouldn't have to move at all. The only time they move is when we have to correct because our dog was too short or too long. If that doesn't make any sense, exhale to draw your chin in towards your chest, and then inhale to ripple forward to the top of a high plank. The top of a high plank. And when you get to your high plank, I'm watching, make sure that your joints, wrists, elbow, shoulder are stacked in a vertical line. And if you need to adjust it now. Good. Press out through your heels and reach forward through the crown of your head belly is on. Feel the power this gives you. Take a full breath in here, and then exhale, downward facing dog, but don't shift your hands and feet. Good. Once more. Exhale, draw your chin into your chest, and then inhale, ripple forward. Press through your shoulder blades until you're back to your high plank. Long, strong, powerful line through the whole of the body. You're pushing the ground away. Dome your upper back. This will protect the shoulder joints. Temptation here is to get lazy and dump into the shoulder joints and let the body weight drag through the ligaments. And I want you to resist this. Good. One more big breath in. Feel the energy in your lungs. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Awesome. Press your weight into your left foot and inhale your right foot, three-legged dog. Nice. Exhale, bend your right knee, and then inhale, scorpion pose. Rotate your right knee up towards the sky and send your gaze underneath your right armpit. Feel a stretch manifest through your right hip and quadricep. Beautiful work, Louisa. Draw your right heel a little closer to your knee, to your sit bone. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, move your right knee to your right elbow. Press out through your shoulder blades and switch your belly on. Keep your right foot off the floor. Find length through your body. Push down through the balls of your left toes. Take a breath in. Exhale, three-legged dog. You've got this. Beautiful work. Well done, Kirsty. Another big breath comes in, all the way into your scorpion pose. As you press your right knee a little higher to the sky and draw your, yes, Wyndham, right heel in towards the sit bone. Take a big breath in, all the way through this time, right knee to your left elbow. As you bend your left elbow and rest your right knee on the back of it and keep your right shin off the floor, press out through your shoulder blades, Kirsty. Take a breath in and draw your navel in. Nice. Exhale, scorpion pose all the way through. We're nearly there. Press the right knee a little higher. Good. This time, exhale, come all the way through to tiger curl. So draw your right knee into your chest, and this time really press your shoulders forward and push the ground away and draw your right heel back towards your right sit bone. So lift your right foot a little bit. No, Kirsty, too early, too early. Stay in your tiger curl and draw your right heel towards your sit bone. Big breath in, exhale, scorpion pose. Reach it all the way up, scorpion pose. And either stay here in scorpion pose as you stretch through your right hip flexor, or if it's in your practice, come into a wild thing. Just be careful you know where you're putting your right foot. So Wyndham, make sure you don't tread on Louisa. Awesome. Push down through your left hand and reach the right hand up and over. Strong through your left shoulder, Kirsty. Awesome. Get a big stretch through that right hip. One big breath in. As you exhale, float your right hand back onto the floor and gently reach your right foot straight up, three-legged dog. Lengthen through the whole of your body and exhale to float your right foot onto the floor. Downward facing dog. Take a full breath in. Soft through your neck, Kirsty. And as you exhale, shift your weight into your right foot and inhale the left foot to the sky. I'm watching. Well done, Julia. Good. This time, exhale to bend your left knee, and then inhale, rotate your left knee to the sky, scorpion pose. See if you can draw your left heel closer to your bum if you can for me, Louisa. And send your gaze underneath your left armpit. Good. Push the ground away and stay strong through your shoulders. Remember, no dumping in the shoulders. Power through your shoulders. Take a big breath in. Exhale, left knee to left elbow, and push the ground away as you hold your left foot off the floor. For a big breath in, belly is on, belly is on, belly is on. You've got this, Julia. As you exhale, scorpion pose. Lift the knee even higher. Stretch the left hip flexor. Good. Big breath in, big one this time. Left knee, right elbow. Dome your shoulder blades and keep that left foot off the floor. So your cross core, belly is in, strong through the right foot. You've got this. Big breath. Stay, stay, stay. Exhale, scorpion pose. Lift the left knee even higher this time and see if you can touch your butt with your foot. Good. Big breath in, exhale, tiger curl. So push the ground away as you draw your left knee in. Give your left knee a kiss if you can reach it with your left knee to the lips. Press your shoulders out. One big breath in. Exhale, three-legged dog. Push it on up like a lightning rod. Energy all the way through the back line of your left leg. Full breath in, you're doing really well. Louisa, if you can float your left foot just a millimeter higher, and then we'll all exhale to soften that left foot gently down to the ground. Feel the toes touch the floor, and when they do, softly exhale to bend your knees and come to the ground and find your child's pose. Widen your knees, big toes touch. Hands walk forward, and the heart space opens down towards the earth. Now your heart rate might be slightly elevated now. I need you to breathe through it. Ujjayi breath. This beautiful, natural, controlled, conscious cadence, moving the energy through you intentionally. Yeah. You can feel a really nice stretch now through the front of your knees and the front of your ankles. And your heart space can broaden as your shoulders melt a little closer to the ground, and maybe your forehead rests on the floor. And if it does, just roll your head to the left and to the right and feel this gently loosen through your spine. Your spine's been flexed and energized, woken up. I'd like you to come into the present moment. In a moment, we're going to come into sun salutation A, so you know what's coming. Then we'll do a little bit of proprioception work, just to see if we can increase a little bit of our neuroplasticity. Our brain needs to speak to the body, and it does this through electrical impulses that flow through these channels in the body, synapses, etc. And the more we can reinforce this, the more we can stay mentally active and connect the body to ourselves, the less likely we are to suffer from things like, dementia, all that kind of stuff. Neuroplasticity is stimulated by proprioception, which is why we do the balancing stuff. It's not just physical training for the standing poses. There's so many different layers to this practice you're engaging in. It's not important that you understand all this. I'm just filling the airways with a little bit of voice so that you can rest a little longer before we come into sun salutation A together, which we'll do 3 times. And I'll do the first one with you, and I'll watch the last 2. So when you're ready, I'd like you to feel your breath, and as you exhale, tuck your toes and lift your hips, downward facing dog. Push down through those palms as you broaden. Hasta Bandha means you're protecting your wrist joint. And I'd like you to lift your hips a little higher, lengthen through your spine. Inhale through your nostrils. And as you exhale, shift your gaze to your hands, and on empty, bending your knees, walk to the top of the mat. And inhale to a halfway lift. And when you inhale to halfway lift, I want you to feel energy through your back, your glutes, and your hamstrings, as if you're switching on the muscles. You're not just hanging out in this posture, you're using it to build the strength through your back. Draw your shoulder blades together slightly and lengthen through the crown of your head, and feel yourself inhale gently long. And then when you exhale, forward fold to the ground. Bend your knees as much as you need to in your forward fold. Kirsty, I hope the sound is still working and not in forward fold. If that's because you prefer not to, that's okay. Push down through the soles of your feet and bend your knees a lot so you can soften through your low back. And by all means, grab a hold of opposite elbows and feel your neck lengthen as your head feels slightly heavier, reaching the crown of your head, not forehead, down towards the ground. And if you feel like taking a sway left and right to loosen through the deeper core muscles through your back, please do. Getting ready for sun salutation A now. Release your hands to the ground and breathe out. Bend your knees, and as you inhale, begin to stand. So you're pivoting from the hips to lift your spine. Your arms are still heavy, your head is still heavy until you stand. And when you do, raise your arms super wide of your chest as if you're trying to expand your heart space. Reach your hands up high and watch the palms press. When they do, when they touch, breathe in to lift your fingertips even higher. And then exhale to draw your hands into your heart space. And find Tadasana for me. Tadasana is the Sanskrit for mountain pose. It is the backbone of every yoga pose. It's very easy when we've been practicing for a while, as all of us here have, to just kind of rush through mountain pose. Yeah, boom, 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 boom. I'm standing, what's coming, I want to do it. Just imagine if you did the whole practice just doing Tadasana. It's an isometric contraction through the whole body that realigns everything in your skeletal structure using the muscles, rather than the opposite, which is slouching. Energetically, it provides you a connection with something higher than you and the earth below you. And it also allows you a window into your true inner light, your Jiva Atman. So don't rush it. Feel it. And once you get Tadasana, once you get the combination of this mountain pose, maybe 3 bandhas, and your breath, and your drishti, once you get these elements, the rest of the yoga is really just a manifestation of what you're doing right now. So, maybe with my words, or maybe deeper in your body, push down through all 4 corners of both feet so you can feel half your weight in each foot. Inhale to lift all 10 of your toes up, and then fan them as wide as they will go. And exhale to push your toes down, grip the floor. Lift the inner and outer arches of your feet up, as if you can feel them absorbing up into your hips. And then lift your kneecaps up. Knees are off lock. Legs are strong. As you lift the energy up into your pelvis, gently switch on your pelvic floor. This is called Mula Bandha, and will preserve the energy you need for your practice. Raise this up into your navel and draw your navel just gently in and up. This is called Uddiyana Bandha, the core lock in yoga. It will protect your lumbar spine and create heat and strength from the middle of your being to fill your rest of your practice. Allow this heat from your center to move up through into your chest, and when it arrives, broaden through your heart space. Externally rotate your shoulder blades and allow your palms to open and face forward, so your hands are by your hips. Raise the energy up through your spine, through the back of your neck, and into the top of your skull until the crown of your head lifts high so you can draw your chin in towards your throat. This one's called Jalandhara Bandha, the chin lock. It protects the cervical bones, the top 7 bones in your spine. These are ones that are becoming so vulnerable to our nervous system when we injure them. So let's protect the nervous system using Jalandhara Bandha. Uddiyana Bandha, protecting the lumbar spine, the strength, the core. Mula Bandha, protecting loss of energy. All 3 bandhas, Marwa Bandha, fueled by your Ujjayi breath, taking you deep into this conscious moment. And your drishti, maybe now your eyes are closed and your drishti is inward. If your eyes are open, they can focus on a very single point. Tadasana, deep inside of you, all your muscles isometrically triggered right now, building strength and power. They're not moving, but they're building. They're lifting the weight off the skeletal structure. And then when we move, we can protect the whole of the skeletal structure, and we can shift through the different poses using our body weight and resistance through body weight to strengthen through the skeletal structure as well. So much going on. But you need to stay conscious, never rush this stuff. If you do, you'll disconnect from its process and you'll be heading back into your thoughts. So let's not do that. Okay, so I promised you Sun Salutation A, and I've rabbited on for quite a long while. Hopefully it's taking you inside your body, but we're going to come to Sun Salutation A. Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, both hands up towards the sky. Keep everything switched on. Good, just because we're moving slowly doesn't mean to say we're relaxed. Exhale, bow from the hips until your arms reach towards the earth, and maybe your fingertips touch the earth and you feel that connection. Then inhale, take your halfway lift. Your back is strong, remember. Long and strong through your glutes and your hamstrings. Fill your lungs with air. And then exhale, press your palms, Hasta Bandha, into the earth and step back into that high plank we practiced before. Your core is on and you're puffing your shoulder blades up. Your gaze is at the top edge of your mat, and you can feel energy press through your heels. If you wish to come to your knees to modify, please do. Otherwise, lean forward slightly to keep your elbows over your wrists, and then exhale to come down all the way to the ground for this first one. Press tops of feet, press hips. Inhale, rotate your shoulders away from your ears as you lift your chest and float your fingers off the floor. Long, strong, powerful, neutral spine. Please resist the temptation to press the ground away and lift your chest high and dump into your low back unless you're really confident about your practice. Good. From here, take a breath in and exhale, tuck your toes, come through little child's if you wish, all the way to downward facing dog. Lift your hips. Allow the crown of your head to sink lower. Take a long breath in through your nose. It's the first of 3 breaths. Exhale all the way out, this time through your nose. Second breath, inhale all the way through the nose. This time, open your mouth and exhale through your mouth. Let the energy go. It's like you're dumping the old stuff. Inhale through the nose again. This time, as you exhale through the nose, bend your knees, look to your hands, and lightly step to the top of the mat. You can fly there if you wish to, and inhale to your halfway lift so you can feel your glutes engage, your back engage, and your hamstrings engage. Exhale, forward fold, switch all of that off. Inhale, 1 breath to float both hands high prayer, and exhale your hands into your heart center with meaning. Tadasana, samastitihi. Push down through your feet, lift up through the crown of your head, and feel that connection with your inner self. We've got 2 more sun salutation A's, and then we'll do the proprioception work that we promised, and then we've got some flow work to do. Lots going on here. Inhale, both hands towards the sky. Breathe in, exhale, fold to the earth, breathing out. Inhale, take a halfway lift, powerful, and exhale, step back, high plank, knees to modify if you wish, to low plank or the earth to modify. Inhale to baby cobra or upward facing dog now if it's in your practice, and breathe out, downward facing dog. Gracefully, compassionately presses the hips to the sky as you draw your chest towards your thighs. Push the ground away. 1 more big breath in through your nose to expand through your chest. As you exhale, bend your knees, lift your hands, and lightly step or float to the top of the mat. And inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, 1 breath, reach it up to the heavens. Press your palms. Exhale, dive to the earth. Inhale, halfway lift, super strong back. Exhale, press palm, step back, Chaturanga Dandasana, 1 breath, high plank to low plank. Elbows touch the rib cage. Inhale, upward facing dog, open through the heart space. Exhale, lift your sit bones to the sky. Long breath in through the nose. Gentle exhale through the nose. Another long breath in through the nose. Big breath out through an open mouth. Much faster, right? Inhale through the nostrils. Exhale, bend your knees, look to your hands, and lightly step, float, fly to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Strong through your back. Exhale, forward fold. Soft through the whole posterior chain. Inhale, 1 breath. Reach both hands wide of your heart. And press your palms. This time, lift your heart, come into a mini back bend. Connect your feet into the earth and reach your heart even higher. So the energy moves beyond your rib cage and through between your palms as if you could send it up into the universe. Connecting truly, long breath comes in. Exhale your hands into your heart center, samastitihi, and re-engage the fullness of your whole mountain pose before we start these proprioception drills. Good, so fully conscious, don't need me to say it, samastitihi, mawa bandha, ujjayi, and drishti can now open, you can look straight ahead. Be present. If you're not present, my point really is there. Good, let's wake up through proprioception. So as you push your weight through your left foot, inhale your right knee as high as your navel and flex your right foot so that right leg is alive. And then place your left hand on the outside of the right knee and reach your right hand forward and inhale to rotate your right hand all the way around in a big semicircle. I want you to feel the energy of your left hand pressing your right knee forward and your right shoulder drawing your heart space open. And then notice what happened to your belly. Did it go floppy? If it did, just draw it in a little. Re-engage Uddiyana Bandha. Re-engage your pelvic floor and draw your chin back in towards your throat. Feel your Ujjayi breath. Maybe you can even hear it. Nice. And notice what's going on with your left foot. It's active, right? You might be standing still, but the messages between your foot and your brain and your brain and your foot, they're busy, right? Your foot's doing a little dance as it rocks left and right, micro corrections to stop you falling over. One more breath in, don't worry, I won't leave you here long. And then draw that right hand all the way back to the front and take prayer hands on the inside of your right knee. Build the tension between the back of your right hand and the inside of your right knee. So you've got resistance work on your right shoulder and the inner right thigh. And then inhale to move your right knee to the side. Now, sometimes there's a tension to try and push the right knee out too far. Don't do that. Take it as far as it's comfortable to go. We're just expanding through the hip joint whilst practicing proprioception, right? Yeah. One more long breath in. You're still strong on that left foot. If you need to hold on to something, please don't be shy. Do this. It's okay. Good. And then gently draw your right knee back into center and wrap your hands around the back of your right thigh. Try not to rest your leg in your hands too much. Just use this so you can press your right heel forward. Keep pushing down through your left foot and then inhale, both hands up towards the sky. And press the energy out through your right heel. Lift your right heel a little more and press your left foot down into the ground just a little more. One more breath. You've got this. And then slowly release yourself out of it. Super slowly. Like Big Ben's hour hand. Going from 9 o'clock to 6 o'clock, that would take 3 hours. We'll do the faster version. Good. And bring your hands back into your heart center, Samastitihi, and push your weight into your right foot and inhale your left knee as high as your navel and flex your left foot so that left leg is alive. I read recently that fascial tissue, that's the stuff that wraps the muscles and the tendons. So if you think of muscles as hamburger meat in a sock that holds it together, the sock is a fascial tissue. Fascial tissue has 6 times as many neurosensors as muscle. It's the smart tissue. So there's 6 times as much information coming from fascial tissue into your brain right now and then going back again. That's where we're getting the training from. Now, place your right hand on the outside of your left knee and reach your left hand forward. You're wondering when I'm going to stop talking, right? And then inhale your left hand all the way out and around and lift up through the crown of your head and press your right hand into the back of your left knee and open up through the transverse plane. You're in a beautiful twist around the neutral spine. You're working your balance. You're working your bandhas. You're using your drishti and your breath to support the development of your physical body as you move deeper into your yoga journey. Go gently, release yourself, bring the left hand all the way forward and take prayer hands on the inside of your left knee. Build the tension between the back of the left hand and the inside of the left knee first. And then inhale, press your left knee out. We're still working through the right foot, developing the neuroplasticity because you're using your body. We could be sitting in a chair right now. Not much we developed doing that. Could be happy with the fact that you're still here. And then draw your left knee back into center and wrap your hands around the back of your left knee. Try not to hold your leg. Just position the knee so it's high as your navel. And then exhale, press your left heel forward. And if you've got it in you, reach both hands up towards the sky with me. You've got this, Kirsty. Now, if you're carrying an injury, your foot, your back, please just modify everything I say so that you can do what's right for you. One more long breath in. Good one, Kirsty. And then gently exhale, like Big Ben's hour hand, slowly down towards the ground. Come back into your Samastitihi and find the connection through the crown of your head, soles of the feet. Come into your breath. And you don't need me to say it. 3 bandhas. Drishti. Breath. And we're going to come into a little flow, not sun salutation B, but something similar to it. And we're going to just layer some postures together. So we're going to focus on Tadasana and use Tadasana in all of them. And the first ones will be obvious, the ones after that are so easy. So I'll layer in 2 poses at a time, and we might get to the 6th layer, I'm not sure. We'll see how far we go. I'm watching the time as well. So come to the top of your mat, if you're not there already, and come to your Tadasana. Yeah. Find your Tadasana first, so that even if someone were to balance you on the edge of a chair, you would still be strong through your posture. Good, then when you're ready, step your left foot back and come into arrowhead. Looks like this if you need to see it. Step your left foot back, come into arrowhead. So nothing has really changed other than the angle of your right hip and your right knee. It's holding you in arrowhead. Your arms are still broad. There's still a straight line through the back of your spine, left leg and heel. Good, and then inhale up to crescent lunge. Crescent lunge, this is your first layer. So let's just try it one more time. From arrowhead, come back to arrowhead. And then inhale, crescent lunge. That's one layer. If you imagine, we could actually just do this all day, right? Find the grace of moving with our breath. Maybe try this a few times. Stay with the power of your Tadasana, but find the grace of your breath can move you fluidly. Come back into the crescent lunge. This is the first layer. The second layer is going to be warrior 2 and reverse warrior. So let's take a breath in and exhale to warrior 2, sit it low if you can, broad through your heart space, and then inhale, reverse your warrior. It's the end of the second layer. Good, let's come back to Tadasana, and we'll try the other side. So come to Tadasana, and this time step your right foot to the back. First layer, inhale, crescent lunge, that's it, first layer. Second layer, warrior 2, inhale, reverse warrior. Good, come back to Tadasana, and we'll put in the third layer. So come from Tadasana at the top of your mat, take a breath in, exhale, arrowhead, inhale, crescent lunge, it's the first layer. Exhale into your warrior 2 and inhale to your reverse warrior. Third layer coming up, exhale into extended side angle. I'm doing it on the screen if you need to see it. Right elbow, right knee, left arm floats over the top. And from extended right angle, breathe out into Trikonasana, triangle pose. This is the third layer. Good, so you're in triangle pose. Nice, let's do the other side. Step to the top of the mat. Come back into your Tadasana. Feel Tadasana, re-engage with it. Once you've got Tadasana back, step your right foot back, arrowhead. Inhale, crescent lunge, first layer. Second layer, exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Good, exhale, extended side angle, Trikonasana. Good, so we've done both sides, 3 layers. Come back to Tadasana, top of the mat. Let's add in a 4th layer. We'll step left foot back, inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, extended side angle, 2 layers. Right, from here, come into your Trikonasana. Sorry, that's the third layer. Then exhale your left hand all the way down to the ground and rotate. So we're coming into a twist. Right, watch this one. It's like a windmill. We're going to come back to reverse warrior. From revolving triangle pose, we're going to come to a reverse warrior. So take a breath in, and as you exhale, roll your right arm down, bend your right knee, left arm comes up and over, and reverse your warrior. Yeah, good on you. Step to the top of the mat, we'll do the other side. Take a breath in here. You all with me? Yep, you got it. Take a breath in here. As you exhale, arrowhead, inhale, crescent lunge, first layer. Exhale, warrior 2, inhale, reverse warrior. Second layer. Exhale, extended side angle into your Trikonasana. Good, and from here, revolve all the way down through revolving Trikonasana, and then revolve all the way through to your reverse warrior. Good, so we've done that both sides. Nice, let's do that one again so it's nice and clear. Come back to Tadasana. We'll do a little bit more flowy this time. So first layer, step left foot back, inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. That's the second layer. Third layer coming up. Breathe all the way into extended side angle, and then find your way into Trikonasana. Fourth layer, rotates the left hand down. Inhale, revolving Trikonasana. Good. Then come all the way from revolving Trikonasana into reverse warrior. You've got this. Beautiful work. Step to top, do the other side. Exhale, right foot back. You're back in arrowhead. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, extended side angle. Exhale, Trikonasana. Rotate right hand down, revolving Trikonasana. Good, and all the way into your reverse warrior. Nice. Let's put another layer on here. Good. And maybe we'll have time for today. We can build this up more another time. Take a breath in here. Think about all the layers. First layer, step back, arrowhead, inhale, crescent lunge. Second layer, warrior two, reverse warrior. Third layer, extended side angle, triangle pose. Fourth layer, revolving triangle pose, revolve all the way back to reverse warrior. That's as far as we got before. We're adding two more. From here, we're going to side lunge, skandasana. So straighten your right leg and bend your left knee, side lunge. Take a breath in here. Second pose of this fifth layer, wide angle forward fold. Nice, get a big stretch through your thighs. Beautiful, do the other side. Step to the top of the mat, Tadasana. Feel Tadasana first. Take a breath in, exhale, right foot back, arrowhead, inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two, inhale, reverse your warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle comes all the way through to Trikonasana. Big breath in, revolving Trikonasana, left hand floats high, rotate it all the way around, reverse warrior. And then we'll do that fifth layer on the other side. Big breath in, side lunge. Straight leg on the left side, right knee is bent. Big breath in here, exhale. Wide-legged forward fold. Yeah, you got it. Ready for a sixth layer? Let's do it. Come to the top of the mat. Come into your Tadasana. Big breath in. As you exhale, step your left foot back. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, come into your Trikonasana, and exhale, revolve your Trikonasana. Right hand floats. Good. From here, windmill arms all the way through to reverse warrior. I hope you're still with me. Nice. Exhale, skandasana. Side lunge. Inhale, wide-legged forward fold. Okay. From wide-legged forward fold, the sixth layer, come forward into your half moon. So right hand, right foot on the floor, left foot, left hand raises, lift your left shoulder. Good. From here, second pose of the sixth layer, standing splits. Big breath in. Exhale, float your left foot to the ground. Forward fold. Nice. From here, inhale all the way up towards the sky. High prayer, exhale, samastitihi. And we'll do the other side, and then we've kind of done the whole lot, 6 layers. Good. See if you can remember. We'll flow through it. Take a breath in here. Samastitihi. Tadasana. Big breath in here. Step right foot back, arrowhead. Inhale, crescent lunge. Right foot goes back. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale into your Trikonasana, triangle pose. Exhale, revolving Trikonasana. Stay with me. Then that big sweeping action all the way to reverse warrior and into your side lunge. Straighten the right leg, you're in your forward fold. Nice big stretch. Good. Then step to the left foot. Half moon on the other side, raises the right hip, right foot towards the sky, right hand. Then swoop the right hand onto the floor. Standing splits. Gently exhale to scissor the legs together. Come into a forward fold. And grab opposite elbows. Take a little shake left and right, and just notice that when we completely scramble things, you go straight into the moment, right? Right now, it could well feel to you like the last time you had an independent thought outside of what we were doing, other than what is he talking about, was ages ago. Because you used your practice to go right into the moment. You were right there, right? Unless you chose to sit it out, which was always your choice. Long breaths. Well done, ladies. I'm going to wind it down a little now. Release your hands onto the ground and step back into a downward facing dog. And inhale your right foot to the sky, three-legged dog. And exhale to draw your right foot in, your right knee in towards your chest. And see if you can just kiss your right knee. Tiger curl. So you push your shoulder blades higher and press the ground further away so you can step your right foot between your hands. Yes. Well done, Kirsty. And softly float your left knee onto the floor. Just for a moment, inhale both hands towards the sky and press your palms together and open up through the left hip flexor. And then exhale both hands onto the floor and set up for half pigeon pose by walking your right foot to your left wrist. And softening your right knee somewhere behind your right wrist. Inhale your chest high. Maybe your hands can reach up towards the sky as you get that beautiful stretch through the hips. And then exhale. Begin to walk your hands forwards. Now we've just done a whole bunch of asymmetrical standing poses. So you need to stretch your glutes out. We did quite a lot of work in proprioception, balance, 3 planes of movement. You allowed yourself to center your awareness on this moment and your practice, giving you freedom from your worrying mind. I invite you to stay free until the end of your Shavasana in this practice. And maybe even stay free enough to have a really good night's sleep tonight. It's always up to you. Inhale to walk your hands back under your shoulders and lift your heart space and tuck your left toes into the ground. Exhale to lift your hips, downward facing dog. And shift your weight into your right foot and inhale your left foot up towards the sky, three-legged dog. And then draw your left knee into your chest, tiger curl. So push the ground away. Dome your upper back and kiss your left knee. Push the ground away so much that you can lightly step your foot between your hands. And soften your right knee onto the ground. And inhale both hands up towards the sky, and maybe you press your palms as you reach open through your right hip. And then exhale to float your hands back onto the ground, either side of your left foot, and set up for your Ekapada Raja Kapotasana. Walking your left foot to your right hand and softening your left knee somewhere comfortably behind your left wrist. Inhale your heart high. Maybe inhale your hands high. Beautiful work, Wyndham. And then exhale to walk your hands forward. Feel gravity. Draw your heart towards the earth. And as you walk your hands forward and soften your body physically closer onto the earth, maybe allow gravity's energy to draw your energy into the earth and connect. Truth is, it was always there. Gravity never went anywhere. It's always been there. You're just shifting your awareness and recognizing where it's holding your right leg, where it's holding your hands, how it's opening up through your glutes, stretching through your back, opening through your heart space. Maybe you can even feel it on the back of your right foot, just at the top of the ankle. These breaths allow you to let go. And as you let go, you will feel tiny, tiny pockets of tension in your body just disappear for no reason. They'll just slip from here, there, anywhere. And as they go, you'll think, I didn't even know I had tension there. It's just gone. Gravity took it from me. Good. When you're ready, inhale to walk your hands back underneath your shoulders and lift your heart space up and drop your weight down through your left sit bone. And then bring both legs out in front of you. Getting ready for a forward fold in the seated position. You can bend your knees as much as you need to for this. Don't feel you have to keep them straight. Inhale, both hands up towards the sky. And lift your heart space as you melt your shoulders. Lift your heart space as you melt your shoulders. And then exhale to bend from the hips, to move your belly towards your thighs and gently lower down until you can rest your hands somewhere around your knees, calves, feet, but your palms can face upwards. Now, rather than just flopping straight down, I'd like you to lift your heart through your throat. So you're lengthening through your back and protecting your low spine. And your breath allows you to stretch all the way through your posterior chain. You can send your awareness on a little journey from the back of your heels, Achilles, calves, hamstrings, glutes, the low back loosening now, middle back, between the shoulder blades and around the back of your skull and all the way to the back of your eyebrows. And if your belly's gone floppy, just draw it in slightly and realize how this gives you a little more space to go a little deeper. One more long breath. Nice. And then when you're ready, come on up. We're going to come to the ground and do 2 supine twists and come into Shavasana. So you know where you're going now. I'd like you to bend your knees, so your knees at 90 degrees, and we'll take a nice slow journey down onto the ground. Maybe you can walk your feet forward and just engage your core as much as you wish to, this last little bit of pranic energy through the whole of the body until eventually the shoulder blades may touch the floor. And when they do, you can draw your knees into your chest one by one and give them just a little squeeze. Massage the base of your hips. And then send your arms super wide and rotate both knees over to the left side of your mat. Come into a supine twist. Melt your right shoulder deep into the earth. And loosen through your body as you breathe out to let go. Then you exhale to bring your knees back into center. Wiggle your hips so your spine is neutral and then rotate both knees over to the opposite side. And get a nice long stretch through your left side body. And melt your left shoulder down a little deeper into the earth. Before I invite you to come into Shavasana, I'm just going to do a quick check. I hope you don't mind. If this mic has performed well, please give me a little wave with any hand. If this mic has performed badly, give me an angry shake of the fist. I think everybody's happy with that. Go gently exhale to draw your knees back into your chest and give yourself one last squeeze. Time is coming up to around about 7:13, and I'm going to talk you down into your Shavasana and invite you to stay in Shavasana for as much time as you can gift yourself. So relax your legs onto the floor and widen your ankles, and if you wish to rest the backs of your knees onto something, please be my guest. Take a moment to find your Shavasana. So jiggle the body a little if you need to. Take any twitches if you need to, because when you enter into the stillness of Shavasana, you need to be ready to let go and be there. Maybe you can widen your hands a little more and rotate your palms up towards the sky. Draw your shoulder blades towards each other and tuck your chin in towards your chest. Kirsty's taking a little time to really position her Shavasana here. That's lovely. And we're going to take 3 breaths together, a count of 4, 6, inhaling for 4 and exhaling for 6. And the reason we exhale for longer is to send a message to the whole of the body that it's safe to now let go and relax deep in the parasympathetic nervous system. All you need to do is relax your body now, seal your lips, and inhale with me for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale through your nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale all the way. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in through your nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale long and slow. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe normally. Let go. Shavasana. Thank you for practicing with me. Namaste, yogi.